From the home of the Bills since 1973, we are at Highmark Stadium, just south of downtown Buffalo. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Buffalo Bills. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Into the air right away is Allen. And incomplete to open things up.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing now is Allen. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
That's going to be a good matchup for him. Using him out of the backfield, telling those linebackers, hey, you're not only going to have to try and run with him, you're going to have to try and tackle him in the open field.
He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A very solid gain of 27.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
From the 2, here's 1st and goal. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. So both sides of the football contributing here early. Their defense forces the punt, and then the offense takes it down the field and punches it in on the short touchdown run.
And, Brandon, that's good complementary football, and that's what they're going to need if they want to get out of here victorious.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
They run again on first down. Cook. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. And the Bills at 500, sitting at 5-5. And they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
On second down, Cook. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first.
Alert! 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 Alert!
Allen now looks to throw. This one caught by Davis. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen. Oh, Diggs, what a catch. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Now here's the option play going left. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down. To the air, Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Diggs going in motion right. Allen going to throw. And he will find Davis. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he's got him in, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Now Allen. Another target for Stephon Diggs, and he brings it in. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Has his man, it's Shakir. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They'll give to Cook on the read option. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Slot man moves right. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He'll buy some time right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
They go play fake. Mahomes looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On play action, it's Mahomes. And this one is incomplete.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here for the 1st and 10. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this two shall pass, this two shall pass, and if I kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Tackle made there by Frank Clark.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the 41, Allen. Left side caught by Diggs. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Allen going to try and throw on third down. Shakir hauls it in. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Allen. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. Finding Knox there, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And again, it's Allen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Chiefs are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you meant to the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had an excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. Now this is picked up by the Bills. Had some good yardage there, too, before he fumbled that football, Charles.
Yeah, just think about it this way. Running backs, as a general rule, they kind of know when the end of a run is near, and you notice how they cover up, right? They protect the football. Sometimes quarterbacks forget that out in the open field. After a while, you start to wonder, does the running back coach visit the quarterback coach and say, hey, I can help you with this. We can protect this and make sure we keep the ball.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw going to be caught by Davis. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. This is caught. Touchdown, Bills. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 13-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
A good gain on first has them set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And that's caught inside the 35. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Mahomes now on first down. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On second and inches, Mahomes. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Kadarius Toney as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead now stands at 13. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Barton, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
To throw once more on second and 10. Allen. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
They gave it a shot with a deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
Alert! Alert! Alert!
A final shot before half for Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And now here is another interception. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've got to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. And my goodness, another interception. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost that they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. The tackle is made by Micah Hyde.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
46 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. That run's successful in large part because they had a lot of extra help blocking up front.
Yeah, you've got guys who can do that very, very well. In addition, they can catch the football. So sometimes when they line up with 3 tight ends, it's not necessarily to run it, and that gives you an advantage when you do decide to barrel up.
And that's caught. It's Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Mahomes will throw for it. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. So now first and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 44-yard line. Here's Cook again. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Hey, home.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left.
56. Regular. Go.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Allen works right side into the hands of the tight end Knox. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 28. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Throwing on first down is Allen. And this is incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
We're in the 3rd quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10.
Half 85.
In motion left goes a tight end.
Half. Alert.
On 2nd and 10, Allen looking for his man on the out route, and he's got Diggs. And down inside the 15 he goes. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman, certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call.
A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
Alert. Monday. Gun.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll run with Cook. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year, his 5th overall. And the Bills are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. To throw, it's Mahomes. Connection made on the out route to Valdez-Scantling. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. An excellent run of 22 yards on the keeper and also a 1st down. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. And some room to work. 20. Down the left sideline. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. So that drive there, CD, a good response, and that might be the one that gets him to the finish line, a comfortable lead.
Yeah, and that's all about not letting the team back into a game because they just gave up a touchdown. It was back to a 2-score game, and anything can happen in that situation. But instead, they came through with a really terrific drive right there that ended in 6. So you like to slam the door on teams. In this case, they're trying to lock it as well.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind them?
And I think the ball's out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And some room to roam now. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You're trailing by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard at doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and natural.
Allen now on first down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18. On first down, Allen. He'll dump this off to Cook. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Now Allen again. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Regular.
Allen now looks to throw. And, oh, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. On play action, Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
One final try here for Allen. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Everyone gears up for 3rd down, talks about the importance of it. But 4th down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. And, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on 4th down.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. We're part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick 6 from earlier in this game?
From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Interesting. Mahomes wants to throw it. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. Mahomes now to throw. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it. And he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
Butker's kick here is good. Wow, I mean, it's so rare to even see one attempted from that distance, CD, let alone converted, but he came through with confidence and matches what was Tom Dempsey's 43-year NFL record at one point of 63 yards.
Yeah, I can still see that highlight of Dempsey making that kick, and nowadays we see it a little bit differently because, remember, Dempsey was a straight-on kicker. But these guys nowadays, the range keeps increasing, and they keep putting it through the posts.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Allen. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 33. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City. Well, Charles, I mean, when you look at the stat sheet,